What is up, everybody? We are here. We made it. Mother Nature allowed us to have an episode last night. I guess you know what? I think it was meant to be not to have an episode last night because so much happened last night. I think that's the reason why.
That's what we wanted to wait. Get a good. I'm not gonna say grip. Get a good understanding of everything, and really deal with the facts here. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like last night, I didn't even know that this was a possibility, especially with how bad they lost against Ohio State. I know Ohio State won the national championship and everything. Like, very good team. The more I watch film and the more I watch and get to know Will Howard, the more I like him. Honestly, like Chandler, did you see that John Gruden Barstool with Will Howard?
I haven't watched the whole thing, but I saw that he was on it.
You go watch the Gruden films. He just dropped one with Riley Leonard, which Riley Leonard is really interesting because of how he throws.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's got an alligator. Well, I didn't know this. You remember how Phillip Rivers threw?
Mm-hmm.
So Riley Leonard, he said he grew up in his house was 3 minutes away from Phillip Rivers. So that was his coach all through his youth, and that was his high school coach. So no wonder his release is that quick and weird. I didn't know that until I watched a little bit of the Gruden thing. I didn't watch the whole Riley Leonard thing, but anyway, it's a good watch. But yeah, I mean, it's just a wild week. Man, where do you want to start? Do you want to start just at the top?
I mean, first off, I'd love to give a shout out to what's on my TV right now. One of the greatest weeks in all of sports, the Masters. Exactly, I was about to point to that. Exactly, it's one of my favorite times of the year. Getting to see DeChambeau one of the few times back on, the good courses. So
yeah, then he's gonna go to the driving range and go.
Just start sending them.
I mean, I wish that flexibility. I mean, Tiger Woods is out there on his knees, wishing he had the back Bryson DeChambeau did, or has. But all right, let's start at the top. Let's start at Rocky Top. What in the Thursday night?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the
hell? Obviously, we're here. We're a day late. You have to know what this is. I mean, yesterday it was posted by On3 that there was contract negotiations ongoing between Nico Amavaleova and Tennessee, which is not abnormal at all. There's tons of contract negotiations. There is no collective bargaining agreement in college football. So it's just free. It is a player's market of a player's market. I mean, there's no rules. So these contracts are getting negotiated every other hour. Not literally, but y'all get what I'm saying. And just kind of happened that Nico's negotiation has became public, and then all of a sudden his dad posted a really mean tweet, which was like, oh gosh,
jeez.
Yeah, I mean, like at that point, I was just like, God damn.
Damn, man. Shout out Big Pete, man. Shout out Big Pete.
Shout out Portal Pete, man. Friend of the program.
Big P. Pushing P.
Yeah. Apparently has very publicly got a raise from Shannon Terry. He's gonna be counting racks on Monday per Shannon Terry. So shout out to you, Pete. Next round at the bars on you, bud. But as of right now, as of 6:52, Nico is not in the portal. Andy Staples and Ari Wasserman went live, and they were like, "This is basically all but done." I mean, he said he was going to wave a checkered flag or post a GIF of a checkered end zone when Nico hit the portal, or we saw a Tennessee quarterback hit the portal with I think a do not contact tag or something like that.
Mhm.
But I mean, just like crazy. This is history. This is history right here, Chandler. What do you think, man?
I have a few thoughts. I'm a little worried about the direction of the sport, and I think a lot of people have been. I was one of the early people that was on the side of wanting players to get paid. I've always wanted that. I've always believed that they deserve to own their name and, be able to have monetary value for the things that they, or be able to gain, money for what they do. And I am afraid that with no checks and balances, with no rules, with all this, just free reign, and how I thought NIL was going to go down is clearly not how it's gone down at all. And I was talking to some of my Tennessee friends, and I don't know how this has played out, but this was me talking yesterday. I was on Tennessee side. Clearly, Nico has all the leverage, right? And the reason he has that is because if you look around at who they could replace him with in the portal, maybe not to be the starter, but just as depth pieces, there's really no one. There's no one that they can get. There's no one that they can bring up that'll do what he does. But as I was talking to one of my Tennessee friends, what has he done that would garner $4 million? That would garner $1 million pay raise.
He got smoked on the internet today.
I understand that he has leverage and he's able to do this, but I don't what has he done to earn it? I have no idea.
Did you see CFB reps post?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
I'll pull it up.
Like, I don't know what he has done at all in his time at Tennessee besides show up to practice and play in the games that would even consider him earning that type of money. Like, it's crazy to me. And
right here,
I would get into detail more, but I don't want to steal some of the content from one of my friends. I'm going to let him do that on his thing because he asked me to. But one of the words that he used was predetermined. This all felt predetermined, and he went through he laid it out and everything. And if he posts about it, I'll retweet it and stuff. But this all just felt predetermined. And yeah, 201 passing yards per game, 76 in the country, 63.8% completion rating, 43rd, 19 total touchdowns, 70.5 QBRs, 36. What has he done to earn a million more dollars? Actually, it's $1.5 million. Obviously, he doesn't get all that money, but
I know we got a little inflation over here in the US&A, but not that much, man.
I don't know what he's done to earn that. Okay, I have a question for you. Who is a quarterback that could ask for that much and it wouldn't be an issue to you? I have one.
$4 million, regardless of getting a raise, or just
no, just a $1.5 million raise, because he's getting about 2.5 right now.
Who improved so much from last year that's in college football this year that could ask for a raise? Is that what you're saying?
Or that's just that valuable to their team. Because that's what Nico's running on, is he's that valuable to the team where they can't afford to lose him.
He earned it.
Did he?
Even though he transferred schools, he got a raise.
Who? Oh, I thought you were talking about Nico.
No, John Mateer transferred to Oklahoma.
What's up, Rick?
That, I mean, he earned it, and that he was never going to get or stay at Washington State. It was inevitable that he was going to transfer out, and but I mean,
there's no actually there's one to me that could garner that type of
Sam Leavitt, the Arizona State,
him and Cade Klubnik to me. But really, my one is Cade Klubnik.
Especially Sam was like a freshman. That was his first full season. Didn't really have it. I don't know what his stint was at Michigan State.
Yeah.
Yeah. K Klubnik, you're right about that too, Chandler.
That's the only person that, like, if he started bargaining for that much money, I would, I get it. Nico doing it, I don't get that. You're already getting, coming out of high school, he's already getting $8 million total. You want more? I understand it. Look, I completely get it. This is a business. Tennessee is going to look out for themselves at the end of the day, and you have to too. But you're already getting that much money, and this is a PR nightmare.
Dude, it is a PR gulag. I mean,
like not only does this affect this year, this affects next year and the year after that and the year after that, because NFL teams are going to look at it and they're going to remember this. They're going to remember how you were bargaining for $1.5 million in college when you were already getting $2 million, which is way more than probably any of your teammates are getting. I don't. That part I just don't get. I don't get it. But
there's a lot of people saying that he's going to go to USC.
And if he can get that money, and if money's what he cares about, because I mean, let me get his at.
Good old Lincoln causing trouble in the SEC again.
As John Tweet Sports said, did you really expect the guy that came all the way over from California that was wearing Cookie Monster pants to be committed to Tennessee? No. I thought the Cookie Monster pants were fire, to me personally. But that was in his tweet.
I wish I could ball out like that in Cookie Monster pants.
Hey man, that's what I'm wearing right now. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Speaking of what you're wearing right now, let's get some positive moods. Shout out to GOAT Julio Jones, man.
I'm getting old, man. Getting old.
Oh, I mean, I was right when he made that catch versus Luke Kuechly. I was right in the Verizon Wireless Club in the Georgia Dome at the 50-yard line with my dad. Oh, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I remember I could feel the crowd rise in the dome with him jumping.
Falcons rise up.
You could feel like everybody just lifted with him, including myself that was in like 4th grade. It was just like the loudest, like concrete indoor, like bomb. I mean, the decibels were just crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's what Luke said in his interview, that whenever Julio caught that ball over him, that he looked back and just saw him doing this.
He saw him doing that, and then it was just like, I mean, it was just unbelievable. I mean, that guy, the way he could move his body at his weight and height, I mean, insane flexibility. So shout out to Julio Jones. If I could give you a Super Bowl, I'd give you like 3.
I give him all of them.
Yeah. I mean,
he deserved one. I hate that he didn't get one.
Yeah.
He did go after a few, though. After, I get it.
Well, you want to see something crazy? This is
crazier than the Nico stuff.
Tell Chandler anything about this. All right, this is insane to me. All right, read this. Oregon offered an 8th grader.
I got you. Oregon offers Katy ISD 8th grader Rush Williams, fire first name. I felt validation that my hard work is not going unnoticed, and the no days off mentality that my parents speak about is paying off. It's a great feeling of accomplishment.
How do you offer an 8th grader and know he's going to be big enough to play edge?
Hey, man.
That's nuts, if true.
Look, when you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? When you got it, you got it.
He's 6'2", 180, it says right here.
I wonder what other 8th grade. Because I know there's been 8th graders that have maybe not committed, but like they've gotten offers. Like I know Alabama offered an 8th grader a couple years ago.
Wasn't Justice Terry didn't he have some crazy insane thing in his 8th grade year?
I know Georgia was recruiting him for like 4 or 5 years.
He had a viral video.
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. But
Probably.
I mean, what? This was, insane. 8th grade, man.
Hold on, because I want to know what what other 8th graders have gone on to become really good.
Arch Manning, that's the end of the list.
Yeah, like ESPN 5 years. Jaheim Otis, 6'4", 8th grader, capturing the attention of Alabama. So wait, is he not? Wait,
Jaheim Otis transferred to Colorado.
That is crazy. He did end up going to Alabama, though. That's wild.
And that is all I will say about Jaheim Otis transferring to Colorado.
I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you.
Because if I say anything else, I may get in trouble. So,
respect.
Yep, we're just going to have a feel-good Friday on here. All right. What do you think about this, Chandler, as well? It's from Chris Lowe. Auburn quarterback Jackson Arnold wants to spend every minute he can with this new Auburn football players and brothers, so he doesn't have to build chemistry and stuff. So much so he doesn't want to go to the Manning Passing Academy. And Hugh Freeze is doubling down on this, saying Arnold didn't want to go because he didn't want to miss key time building chemistry. You know how long the Manning Passing Academy is?
3 days?
It's 3 days.
That was a guess, by the way.
It's probably not. It's probably really 2
Oh, it's a weekend.
A night.
I don't want to spend a weekend away from my brothers.
3 days.
All right, man. All right, no. If I say he needs to go, am I an asshole?
I mean, you don't say no to the Manning Passing Academy.
No.
I mean, what? Especially after you were a coach at Ole Miss, with the Manning's family all over that place.
Uh-huh.
You are forever associated with them. I mean,
I remember Riley Leonard and what's his name? Will Howard were roommates at the Manning Passing Academy. That's sick.
Yep.
But it's you spend 72 hours away. You get to pick the brains of the best quarterbacks in football, some of the best quarterbacks in football.
Yeah.
Get to hang out with all the college quarterbacks. Get a feel for where you stand. I don't know. I feel like it would be a good a temperature check, at least for him, because he's really looking to improve his game, clearly, by staying with his brothers. But I'd go. No way I'd turn that down. If I call it corny, is that okay? Is that corny?
I feel
a little bit.
I feel like you can't call it corny because Hugh Freeze gets called corny too often.
Is he okay?
Creative. I feel like corny is associated with his name.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that Brian Kelly too. That's
Brian Kelly. Gosh. Family.
I just want to thank y'all. I love LSU. Go Tigers.
All right. We did have some coaching news along the line of coaching this week.
I really hate how this jersey rides up on my Jones right here. Pause. Oh, I saw your tweet about this. I was like, damn.
I said fried, but it was fired.
You said the worst coach in college football.
Bro, okay, literally, man, I probably
like, damn.
got better knowledge in X's and O's than me, but okay, Kenny Burns went 1-23. 1-23
Hey,
at
man.
Kent State.
It was just funny.
And they were investigating him because there was some report that he was like $30,000 in credit card debt.
Sport don't love you. That's what.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you look at the model and what Kent State's doing, it's genius because they're just making millions of dollars and losing on purpose because they're all buy games. Or not all of them, but there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Well, I mean, with how things may go, that might have to be what they do. That's the scary thing about the next 5 years of college football, especially if the 2 big ones branch off. Goodbye. College athletics, as you know it, will no longer be a thing.
There's, I mean, NFL draft stuff. Derek Carr got hurt. I mean, that is just the worst thing that could have happened today. We need him healthy.
Well, did you see the cap hit that he has?
We need him healthy and to get the cap hit.
Well, the cap hit happens no matter what, because if he stays, it's $60 million. If they cut him, it's still $60 million. It's not like Kirk Cousins' contract where next year, if we cut him, it'd only be $25 million on the cap versus him getting paid $55 million. Right? Because that guaranteed money. See, that's people are finally going to realize that contract wasn't as bad as they're making it out to be. But I'll let my video from 2 years ago just age well, I guess. But what do I know? Hell do I know? It's the worst contract in NFL history. Have you seen Derek Carr's contract? I would beg to differ.
What do you think? Do you think this causes a lot for the NFL draft?
Shadur could be a first-round quarterback now.
What?
I think. Well, look, I think what was going to happen to him was the same thing that happened to the quarterback class of
Matt Corral,
maybe Desmond Ritter, all them.
That was
not Ritter, but like that draft, right?
Good Desmond Ritter, man.
Kenny Pickett was taken 27, right? Like a team may take him, take a chance on it. I don't know. I was high on him. I thought people were going to take him, and then all these draft analysts came out and had him nowhere in their top 10. So I changed my mind. But I mean, again, I've watched the Bears trade up to the 2nd overall pick to draft Mitch Trubisky. So literally anything is possible. Quite literally anything is possible. They took him over Mahomes too. Like and Josh Allen. That is the funniest thing ever, by the way. That was the same draft, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Man.
Because the Bills traded their pick to take, or they traded their pick. They traded back with the Chiefs. The Chiefs took Mahomes at their pick. I think that's right. I don't know. I could be way wrong.
Yep.
I will be going to a draft party, though. Actually, I'll be doing 2 things. So, draft night, I will be at the Falcons draft party.
What?
And, yeah.
Admin hooked you up or something?
I got a little no. I got a little no in the building there. But either day 2 or day 3, I will be at a draft party. So I'll be posting about that. Both of them. Hopefully I can post about it. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But that's where I'll be. I'm excited.
Well, love the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm. Thinking about Nah, I probably shouldn't say that.
That's gonna be a wild one. It's gonna be a wild
I can't
one.
wait. I cannot wait.
In Green Bay, is it? I don't know. Like, where are they doing it? In Lambeau?
Nah, probably.
It's in Green Bay.
It's probably not in Lambeau though. They may have it.
They have it in the weirdest places.
They may have it like outside or something.
Like it hasn't come more south than Nashville.
I know. No idea why. By the way, they always go to cold places.
Yeah,
down here.
that's what I
It's
was
hot.
about to say. They always go to cold places.
It's warm.
Detroit.
Come down here. Actually, it's not that warm right now.
They'll have it in Iowa City before they have it in Atlanta.
It makes no sense. So I cannot believe he was asking for $1.5 million more. That's so crazy. Like Tennessee fans today.
I hurt for the kid because I don't know if it's him. I mean, if it's people doing things, family member. I mean, just like the whole thing.
Point.
Like I said on the timeline, like I said, I'm staying out of this. I mean, this is insane. I mean,
I don't have ties, so I'll say
what his family member tweeted last night. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I said, "All right, I'm out. I'm, I'll spectate from the hill." What?
Bravos. Bravo. I got you. Yeah, look at that little dribbler.
Oh,
look at Big Thick running home.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll just get copyrighted.
But yeah, man. I mean, that is. I mean, UNLV also Zach Arnett. You remember that guy? Mm-hmm. Was that head coach at Mississippi State for like a blink after Mike Leach? Rest in peace, the Pirate man. Zach Arnett had to unfortunately step down from the defensive coordinator role with Dan Mullen at UNLV due to family reasons. So, hope everything's all right. Hope everything is, going to be all right. Just well wishes and everything, because that is obviously not something that a young coach like him planned on doing. But that did happen. They have I think they just hired within real quick. It's going to be real interesting to see Dan Mullen back at UNLV. It's like going to be like a forgotten thing. People, it's going to sneak up on them.
So which job will he be taking in 3 years since they can't pay him?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That is crazy, by the way, that he signed that contract.
No. Remember, it was the same thing with Dion. Remember?
Yeah.
Colorado couldn't afford his contract, and they were banking. They were banking on the money they made from him and like the fans and all that stuff, and it worked. I mean, it's Deion Sanders. Like,
I guess it is UNLV. I mean, it's Las Vegas, but Las Vegas, they don't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna have that same draw.
I mean, just weird, interesting situation. I mean, there obviously wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a plan in place with that. Just gonna let those.
Could be something in the contract too.
That's not my problem. But we'll see. I mean, where do I think he'll go when the contract?
Because he's definitely going somewhere.
I think he'll go back to the studio. To be honest with you, I think him and I even told Matt Berry this when I saw him at the Senior Bowl. I just told him that I'm going to miss him and Dan on Thursday night there, because they were always the Thursday team. And it was awesome. They did the Sports Center on campus, and it was just such a fun vibe to kick off college football weekend. And I mean, Dan did it for a good couple of years. I mean, obviously, if you stick with something for a good couple of years, I mean, you could see he got comfortable in his chair. He got comfortable with ESPN and being in the booth and all that. So, and then, he has kids too. He wanted to be with his wife and his family more. And then, that got to happen extremely more. So I can't see after what happened, Dan Mullen going back to a big school with NIL becoming even more of an enraging task to handle.
Mm-hmm. I want to. What was I going to say? I just completely blanked on what I was about to say. Never mind. I had a whole.
Tennessee spring game is tomorrow.
That's the crazy thing. No
contact today and spring game tomorrow. I mean, they should just go ahead and cancel their spring game. They get away with it at this point because everybody else has a spring game. Just say, all right, we want it to be like the trend or something.
Shocker, Jared Kelenic just struck out with the bases loaded. And Brian De La Cruz did it before him. Also in the news, golf bag koozie. I like that. I'm a fan of the golf bag koozie, I would say.
Yeah.
Did you see that former Jaguars offensive? Actually, you know what? We can do this. No, I don't have to just say things.
Yeah,
bring it up. Yeah, we're a little
we're
a little technology advanced.
Let me drive the boat.
Man. All right. Let me pull this up real quick. Where's it at? Share screen. Where's my tab? Oh, it's not a tab. Well, that sucks. Window? Yeah, there we go.
Scotty Scheffler just had to hit a shot off his rear end.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Hey, Tate. Former Jaguars offensive lineman Dave Whittle recently called into a local radio show and went off on the idea of selecting Michigan defensive tackle Mason Graham at number 5. Actually, I'll just let it play. It's probably better.
I can't. The volumes. I can't hear it. I can't hear it, Chandler.
You can't hear anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man. Well, he basically said,
yeah,
he basically said he would rather have Travis over Mason. Mason Graham had 2 outstanding games this year, had issues in his most important college season, and I would never risk a number 5 pick on a player like Mason Graham. He basically, and right there, that last line, he was basically saying he wants somebody who can play football. And he said that Travis Hunter, like if he's there at 5, take him because he.
I feel like if Travis Hunter went to the Jaguars, he'd be in and out of there so fast, like an actual Jaguar. Like he'd literally poof, and as soon as his rookie contract's over, out. Yeah.
Unless they paid him a lot.
I mean, they do pay. The Jaguars, the con man, whatever, their owner's name is.
If anybody could revive the Jaguars, it would be Travis Hunter. I can't imagine if Duval was jumping like that on Sundays because of Travis Hunter. That'd be crazy. I mean, they secretly got a really good first round, draft pick. Trayvon Walker, back-to-back 10-sack seasons. Nobody really talks about it. Hey man, they might be onto something. They get a number 1 quarterback.
They let Evan Ingram walk though.
I don't need Evan Ingram.
All right.
Well, look, hear me out. Because if I'm not mistaken, they still have Tyson Campbell. Could be wrong. Could have left. Yeah. What's next for the Jacksonville Jaguars? They got Cohen as their head coach, so new life being breathed into the building. T-Law, ETN, Bigsby, Brian Thomas Jr. They can even put Travis Hunter at wide receiver if they want to for a little bit. They could just put him there in general. It works. I think it worked. Braves got a double play. We love that.
It's an unpopular take, but I'm kind of riding with it.
They got $35 million in cap. If they have Tyson Campbell and Travis Hunter on defense, and Travis Hunter wants to play both sides, put him at wide receiver. Then you got Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter at wide receiver. put Trevor Lawrence at tight end. I mean, you're cooking at that point.
You know who the Falcons going to put at tight end? We're going to put Felipe Franks.
Matt Ryan.
Felipe Franks. We
Actually,
signed Felipe Franks.
We're going to sign Arthur Smith back.
It is like the Braves signing Jesse Chavez at this point. It's not that Felipe Franks is old. It's just Felipe Franks
sucks.
Somehow always ends back with the Falcons. I mean, I've never seen this guy make a catch at a real NFL game.
He did. He made one against us. For the Panthers.
Of course it was against us.
Yeah, he made one for the Panthers, I'm pretty sure.
That makes me want
if I'm not mistaken, he played against us in that last game and caught a pass. I could be completely wrong. Pretty sure that happened. Or it's one of the last games.
If Felipe Franks ever plays in a Panther uniform and catches a touchdown versus the Falcons, that Mike Vick gasoline can meme may come to life. I mean, if I have to hear a touchdown Felipe Franks.
What a catch.
Like, number one, why are we having such a hate fest on Felipe Franks? I don't know.
Yeah, we went to Florida. I mean, makes sense.
Hate on
Florida's my thing.
It's so strange about how, like, I've never seen him do anything in the NFL. How they get signed.
We have Bryce Elder.
Especially as like a former quarterback and stuff.
No.
Yeah, we have Bryce Elder on the mound today.
I mean, he did just get 3 outs, so I'll take it. But no. I can't wait till Acuna's back, man. I'm so sick of watching Ron De La Cruz.
Needs Strider. Where's Verdugo? Where'd he go?
I know. He got me a mini banker on Twitter and then just didn't even play.
Like, what is he? Where is he?
Might be hurt.
I haven't seen a peep about him. All I saw is he signed that contract and it was like, oh my God, the Braves just got like an absolute like emergency bat that like will be stuck in AAA unless something like what we have had happened.
Mm-hmm. And the unluckiest player in the MLB just grounded out. Cool.
Who?
Drake Baldwin.
Oh.
You've been watching
Shout out Zachary Ricochet.
Dude,
I cannot believe you didn't start the video with this.
I cannot believe that he didn't get 40 because Georges Niang wanted a ball hog.
I hate Niang.
I love him. He's been phenomenal to watch. He's been really fun. Defensively, a little struggle. Offensively, I love you. Oh my God. But please, I don't care if they're triple teaming him. Set 3 picks, hand the ball off, and get out of the way. He can make 1-3 in a 5-minute span. Just let him get his 40 and get on because no rookie has scored 40 yet, I'm pretty sure. He's been the first one this year. But whatever. He's got one more game. They're playing right now. They play Sunday.
We're playing that. I mean, if you want to get a revenge game on getting 40, this is it. You're playing the tank. I mean, these guys have mastered the tank.
We have 15 points in 10 minutes, so it's
not
no, excuse me. Well, 7 minutes. Sorry, not 10. Either way, still bad. Let's see what he's doing tonight, if anything. He's got 6 points in 6 minutes. I mean, he's him, dude. He's him.
I just saw something real quick. I gotta ask you a question, Chandler. How you feeling about Rich Rod in West Virginia?
Not keeping up with ops.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I hope he does great. I haven't really kept up with anything that they're doing. To be honest with you, but I met him at a softball game one time. Cool guy. He was walking his really miniature dog. He was really nice.
Like one of those ugly yap dogs.
I think so.
Damn.
Maybe not.
Rich Rod. I hate those dogs, dude.
It was just some really small dog. I don't know what exactly it was.
It looked like it was just yap at you.
I was probably beating him. I was probably yapping to him.
Windows' worst nightmare. Oh.
Tony Finau. Oh, our guy's going to miss the cut. No.
I know, man. Tony Finau, friend of the program. Nicest guy ever.
Actually, speaking of, a Big 12 quarterback list dropped. If you want me to read it off real quick.
Go ahead and present it too.
Gotcha. Let me find it. Gotta scroll up for a little bit. There it is. This was from yesterday. It is from CFB Budge, I believe. Yeah. Or CF_Budge. My stomach is growling like crazy. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I hope not. All right. He's actually got a video right here.
Okay. Keep it real. The Big 12. I mean, Arizona State. Trying to the Big 12. The Big 12 is the most unpredictable thing in the universe. If you go back to last year, you saw how everybody was so hyped about UCF, and then absolute meltdown that happened from the first snap of the football in the season. I mean, and there was a ton of other teams like Kansas.
I had Kansas winning my Big 12. So.
Oh, I mean, Utah. Utah was supposed to win the conference. I mean,
is Cam Rising back for
Rising, man? I don't.
Is he still playing in his 14th year?
He's got another year because obviously, when the guy gets hurt, you know it is within the waiver. Like you get a waiver.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish what has happened to Cam Rising, or a 1/18th of what happened to Cam Rising on nobody. I mean, that guy is stronger than I don't even know.
It's like Dylan Gabriel. He had that crazy injury.
Yep. But I mean, it is just crazy town. Anything? I don't think I have anything else. I don't have any updates.
I am surprised that Jalen Daniels is at 8, but at the same time, I'm not. So,
all right. Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. Next week we have news to report on. We will be here. Maybe on Thursday, maybe on Friday. Who knows?
We will on Saturday.
All right. Later, fellas.